hand here and stick it up. It's pretty much a throw, just wait, like all the way up into the air, and then we go down. Getting there is hard, guys. It's really, it's hard. So that means for the tall ones underneath us, sorry to say that, you really have to go deep in your knees, because we already have to go deep on your knees, but the taller you are and the smaller your partner is from the size, the deeper you have to go. So really it's like the Tsurikomi Goshi has to go really deep. I have to have my arm up. You can see I'm already deep in here. So it's, and it's hard to do it in like little step by step, because it's like a fast throw. But pretty much my kusushi is like up here, I'm deep in my knees. I have to bend around here and then turn over. So it's like all the time up and turning over. My equipment is my hand, my equipment is my hip, because it's a hip throw, but my tool is my hand. So that's what I'm doing it here. It's like I'm trying to get him so hard up. It's like, first of all, kusushi, I have to get him out of balance. Then I try to keep him up there, turn around, and I'm so deep underneath this break-even point, because I'm so deep in here. When I'm getting up, I'm getting out of balance. I'm pushing him over so that he's only on his tiptoes, right? So my hip is pretty much just throwing him over the tip, and my hand is just moving him forward. So if you think about, here's the body, here we are, when we go on our knees and tip him over, there's no other way that he can go except forward, right? So that's what it is. So important is the hip. So again, I'm going in with my knees. I'm going deep in. So you really have to go down, squatting deep. My hands is really high up, and my hip, because I'm using my hip. So I'm not 100% in front of him. My hip is using a little bit outside, not too much, because it's uncomfortable with your arm. So you still have to keep your arm. That's the reason it's like your hips is a little bit to the side. So a little bit looking over. Of course, I will need this for my hip technique. Again, kusushi, stepping in. When I'm stepping in, like almost every throw, I'm about like an inch away from my big toe to his big toe. Pulling up the arm, pulling up here. I'm standing bent, turning in. And you saw I used my hip to turn him over. Important is with your head, look forward. It is hard when you look what your partner is doing, because there's no way that you can turn your hips. So once you're in, you turn, you look in the direction you want to throw him. That's the easiest way that you can throw him. If you look what he's doing, you will not be able to turn your body, because just like the physics is, it's like you have to turn around in order to do movement. Okay, big problems, small problems. Anyone understood what we're doing here? Big questions?
So your grip usually over grip?
No, I'm not gripping over. I'm gripping in here.
Okay. Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm gripping.
Not traditional. You want a little over.
No,
right?
not over. So when I'm gripping in here,
behind the head though, somewhere, right?
It's like right
in the
here.
collar? Okay.
So
yeah.
over here, it's impossible. Then it's like then I'm gripping and my arm is bent. So there's no way that I can pull him up. So it has to be up here so that I can pull him up. So my arm should be straight. My hip should be tucked in. And again, it's like I'm getting him in, pulling, and I still try to keep him moving and on. My arm here, and then I'm turning my body. When I throw him, one of my hands lets go. The other one, where I have on the sleeve, always keeps on the sleeve, just because in case the throw is not working out for me, so that I could go into like a arm or something like that. So you always want to keep the control of your partner. Keep in mind, you are the one in charge, so you want to keep the full control of your body. No, not your body, this body, and your body too. Okay? So usually when I do the throw, most of the time, my knees are still a bit bent, and then I'm slowly coming up. Good. If no questions, let's go and get the partner, and let's practice Tsurikomi Goshi.